like it when it's a little legal.
Well, the weed is legal. Are the dispensaries legal?
Yes, yes, they are. The government.
You go to
government-owned dispensaries. Mike, we're gonna do so many things when you come to the city, and one of them should be to go to the. Maybe we'll go to the legal weed store.
Yeah, you know what? Why not? I bet we could run into some wrestlers around. They'd be like, "Hey, man, you guys can do this every day."
We can come into. If we run into RVD, I think he's. If we run into RVD and Kevin Nash,
RVD will just be in there like with a joint in his hand, holding court, telling a story to everyone.
Did you rewatch the part of the Raw reunion that I asked you to, where Kevin Nash is just baked?
I did see some. He's like, "Oh, I can't kind of." I did kind of pick up what you were saying.
It was funny. Wrestlers on weed, baby. None of them anymore, though. I feel like, can you see Seth Rollins ripping a big old bong hit?
No, but Matt Riddle, I'm sure we'll see him.
He's smoking a couple. He's smoking a couple blunts.
He's probably what you call it?
Addicted? A stoner.
No. Yeah, one of those things. No, he's probably doing those. I can't even think of it right now. I'm so retired. Anyways,
you're so something already too, Mike. Okay,
yeah, I had a rip.
I guess I'll bring all the energy to the show, like I always
I don't have
do.
Energy?
Like I always do. You know, I kick it off because
bro.
Because we need that energy, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Anyways, that was my good ass intro. Just like the good ass intro. To everything. Oh my god, I'm so excited for SummerSlam, folks. This is the Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast, the only wrestling podcast online.
No, the only podcast in the world.
It is the only podcast which is hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, and my co-host Mike the Shoot Shepherd.
Yes.
Those are factual things. Those are factual things, folks. We got a great show coming up, like we always do. We got Raw, SmackDown. SummerSlam's shaping up.
Oh yeah, shaping up, shipping out, and we're gonna be there, coming home,
shaped, shipped, and ready to go. So of course, I'm sure we'll be hitting in little bits all throughout the show. But how stoked we are!
Yeah, but before we get into WWE, you got any AEW stuff to talk about?
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. I feel like I
I've got a couple quick things if you don't.
But it's like, what have I seen? What's happened in the last week? So, Mike, how about you? You probably have something structured. So let's start off with you. AEW, All Elite, they coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Well, as we all know, the debut's coming, the TNT debut, and they just announced another match. The Young Bucks will team up with Kenny Omega to take on Chris Jericho and two mystery partners. So the Allure. And Jericho was kind of teasing, like it's not someone that's like under contract. It's going to be someone they're bringing in, I think. So who could it be?
Two mystery people.
Two mystery parts. So what? CM Punk, Daniel Bryan? Huh? No.
What?
Yeah,
Easy there.
Yeah. So that'll be happening on their TV debut
on October 2nd. Okay, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, and then they also announced that they'll also be crowning their first women's champion that night. The AEW Women's title. So
okay,
we'll see who's in contention for that. There's
some kind of battle royal. How are they going to make that happen?
I don't know. They may well do a tournament leading up, anyways. But yeah, that's my AEWs for the week.
That's your AEWs for the week, folks. We're counting down. We've we're a month away. We're probably an even month away now from All Out. Is that what it is? The 31st of August. Is that what it is?
31st Saturday. So yeah, about same day
31
as NXT.
days. Fuck. Gotta pay rent. See? Thanks for reminding me on that. The clocks change, and so do I. We're a month away from that. I feel like I would have seen All Out or like Road to All Out and Being the Elite this week. But I feel like I watched them, and then it just kind of like I immediately forget. Does that make sense? Yeah, I watch it. I enjoy it. They're still pushing the Sean Spears thing. That's the real news, which is going on. Him and Tully Blanchard working together, and this they're really building this feud pretty well up on that show. And then
it Cody versus Sean at All Out? Is that when it's happening?
That's the match.
Is it any sort of gimmick yet or stepped?
I don't think I didn't see if it was.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't really remember, but yeah, there you go.
All right.
There you go. There's your AEW update to kick it off, which is always fun because we're big.
So, we're not just about WWE. We cover the world of wrestling.
We covered the world of wrestling, and in that world, there's a little thing called social media, Mike. There's a little damn thing called social media, and we kick off our show, or we kick off a portion, or sometimes you just throw it in because we kind of forget.
Yeah, sometimes it happens at the end.
Sometimes it happens. Oh my gosh! It's a tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week.
It's always there. Sometimes
the tweet of
the
the
main
week
event,
is always here. Yeah, the main event of the show. That's a good point. I never thought about that.
It doesn't always have to be the opener, yeah. But
doesn't always have to be the opener. Mike, this tweet of the week champion is a little saucy. It's a little saucy for those folks at home with young kids. You might want to protect the ears. Because this week's tweet of the week goes to Paige. Goes to Paige of WWE. It actually goes to somebody. She's going to win this because she sets up the joke that somebody else makes. Just some random Twitter user. Paige posts, nothing worse than getting in an Uber and it smelling like an ashtray. And Twitter user TSLL blank posts, imagine how the women felt smelling the belt. Gotta give it to you, girl. You know what? You live it, you love it, and you learn it. So funny. Paige, you're this week's tweet of the week champion.
There you go. First time ever.
First time ever. I think this is actually also the first time. Nope.
Women?
Nope. It was Bailey was the first women's champion, but Paige dethroned Randy Orton and Will Ospreay, the first tag champs.
Yeah, we're getting all over the place.
And this is all canon, by the way. This is.
Oh yeah, I like that you have the lineage written down at the title and everything.
It's in a sticky note on my desktop computer. And it's the way I remember everything.
Perfect.
Okay, that's the tweet of the week. Next up, boom. I think we should just get into Monday Night Raw because you know what? We're coming off the Raw reunion, so naturally we're gonna hear about it a lot.
Yeah. But we can also start to build.
There were so many Raw reunion. Just we're 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, and the amount of video packages was wild. Wild.
Yeah, a lot of recap and but we did get some angles moving forward this week, not just all about the old guys. So
that's a good point. So to kick off Monday Night Raw is arguably the hottest title on the card.
Yeah. So live from Little Dwayne Johnson, Arkansas. A ton of the rest. It's 24/7 title. Oh yeah, they showed like a
God. Did you come up with that one?
Yeah, I came up with
it. Good. Sure. I was hoping as long as it wasn't something that Michael Cole said, and I just slipped over my head.
On. No. That's so they showed like a video package at first showing like all these prestigious champions, and then it transitioned into the 24/7 title, and so then we go live to the ring, and there's a bunch of wrestlers out there. They said there's some sort of 27 or 24/7 championship challenge, or it's a mixed tag match. And there's a mosh pit.
I thought it was billed as a mosh pit mixed tag team match, which looks suspiciously like a lumberjack match.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
It's
like, what's the difference between no holds barred, no DQ?
I think no holds barred implies more weapons.
Sure, but
no DQ implies like. That's a good point.
Well, they called it a mosh pit. We call it the gaggle. So they were all there surrounding the ring. And the match was Truth and Carmella versus Drake and Renee. But if like Carmella gets the pin, she's just keeping the title for Truth. So it was kind of weird. But Renee is now officially an in-ring competitor. So
yeah, she was out there. Way to sign that check. Get that money, girl.
Yeah. And she actually she didn't do a whole lot, but her and Carmella went at it, rolled around a bit.
there was a little something.
Yeah, and then Carmella slaps Drake. Truth hits some weird spinning cover thing and gets the win. And but then the match is over, so the 24/7 rule's back in effect, and the gaggle all surround the ring, and they just jump on and make like a 20-man dog pile. And the ref counts to 3, and then Mike Canales sneaks out of the bottom of the pile, and he's got the title, so new champ.
Who knew? New champ.
Yeah, and then him and the gaggle and the referee, they all run off backstage, and Mike locks himself in the officials' room. They're all trying to get in, and Maria's just like, come on, get out of here. She starts pretending she's got pregnancy pains, and she needs to see her husband, so all the men are like, oh, damn, and they get out of there. And she's like, let me in. If you don't let her, I'm going to kick you in the vagina or something.
She did say vagina. That really caught me off guard.
Yeah, so he lets her in, and we'll get back to them later. But we get a good old gauntlet match. These are actually usually pretty good in WWE.
These are usually pretty good. We're getting a gauntlet match to determine AJ Styles' SummerSlam opponent.
Yeah.
Of course, so we're getting in the match. I don't know, did they announce it before who was coming in the match, or was this a surprise?
I think they said who the 5 were, but I didn't really.
Yeah, I didn't really
I think
remember.
they showed like a graphic, but.
Yeah, they may have had the graphic. But first off, who's it? Rey Mysterio makes his way down to the ring.
Yeah, Ray versus Cesaro. Yeah, they had a pretty good little match here. Cesaro hit like a huge Swiss super uppercut when Ray did a springboard splash.
That was cool.
Then eventually Ray hits the 619 and the splash, and he gets the first win in the gauntlet.
And he falls. Next up, Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
hitting the
Sammy
ring.
Boy runs in, he beats down on Ray. He goes for the haluva kick, but Ray ducks, rolls him up, gets the 3 count. So
nothing.
At first I was disappointed.
Jesus
I'm like, damn,
Christ.
hope Sammy. I'm like, hope that wasn't Sammy's SummerSlam opportunity gone. But
that could have been a fun match. But next up, we have Andrade. Andrade and Zelina Vega making their way down to the ring. So guess what? Bunch of trash talking, baby. We get some trash talk. We get that, whenever shaking your tits thing.
Yeah.
But these guys are always fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've seen lots of good matches from them a few months ago on SmackDown. So we got more of that. Good match. Andrade ends up hitting Ray with the hammerlock DDT for the win. And then afterwards, he rips Ray's mask in half, tears it off his face.
I know. You saw a little bit there was a little bit of cheek there for a second.
Yeah, you could see for a moment, and then Ray covered it. Like, even though if you want to, you can
just search it on Google. Yeah, it's there, available.
Yeah,
for
but there's
all
still
of us.
that honor. So yeah, he's like, oh, my face. The funniest thing, I remember when Kane's mask fell off and he tried to cover it. That was funny.
What happens there?
I think that was at the Shawn Michaels match. Anyways.
Oh, the one.
Yeah, when he went down to grab it instead of.
Yeah, what a train wreck that was. Anyways.
So it's a big heel heat for Andrade here. But the babyface, the final match, Andrade versus Ricochet. Yeah, another good one. Just a good string of matches here. Good gauntlet. Gauntlet never disappoint, really.
They haven't disappointed in a while, we had the bunch around Kofi Mania, and throw all the good guys, throw everyone's favorite on the card, boom.
Yeah. So eventually Ricochet, he hits that 630 for the win, and he will face AJ at SummerSlam.
Isn't it funny that this match is just this whole match was all the people the fans want, like moving up the card, who aren't doing anything right now. Mysterio, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Andrade are all dudes who we all like and want to see, but don't do shit.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, moving on.
But Ricochet is the chosen one. He gets the title shot, and that'll be a good match.
That'll be a good SummerSlam matchup.
Baby.
We'll be right there to see it, of course. So yeah, it's going to be one hell of a show, especially on a major pay-per-view like this.
Damn right.
I think we have what's coming up next? A Moment of Bliss, is it?
Well, backstage we go. Mike Kanellis, he's with Maria. She tells him to get down on your back like you usually do, and then she brings in a ref. Mike lays down for her. Maria puts a foot on her chest and gets the 3 count. So she's the new champ.
The new champ.
24. I believe I predicted something kind of like this a little while ago. I was a little bit more over the top. I said Maria would put her pregnant belly on someone for the pin and say the baby's the unborn champ. But this is kind of close, right? I think I said that, didn't I? A few weeks ago.
What?
In one of my wild.
Oh my god.
Go back in the archives a couple weeks.
Go back in the archives, nerds. I definitely don't remember that because I would have remembered how insane that sounds.
But either way, new champ Maria, first ever pregnant champion, and I like this caveat she's created here. She's like, who wants to wrestle a pregnant woman? She goes around gloating to all the boys in the back. She's like, haha, new champ.
Yeah, unless we can get it to Maurice somehow, because pregnant women are allowed to wrestle each other.
Maurice.
That's allowed.
She just shows up even more pregnant. And she's like, haha,
and then somehow Maurice just gives it to the Miz, and then we can pawn it off. We can. Yeah. There's somewhere to go. I think in terms of kayfabe, a pregnant woman should be allowed to wrestle another pregnant woman, right?
Well, I think we're concerned about the safety of the unborn child, aren't we?
Oh shit! I thought it was like a separate but equal thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Can't take a bump
for separate
on the baby bump.
Can't take a bump. You can take head bumps though, right? Like
Baby bump. It's got a baby bump.
Yeah, the baby takes a bump. That's how it works.
Bump. And they get some. Well, they did that in Glow. If you watch, it's a good spot.
The baby bump. Ah.
But then we do get that moment of bliss. Alexa,
thank
Nikki.
God, I was waiting.
And Alexa's got some shocking footage to show us. And it's our boy, Fit Finlay. He was...
Fit. Okay, so here's Fit Finlay just trying to help him. You know what Fit Finlay was caught doing? Helping to strengthen the women's division. The role in which he fills.
I get that. He was trying to... But why was he helping Natalya to beat his fellow Irishman, Becky? Where's the Irish code? The Irish code!
I think Fit Finlay offers his services to any women's wrestler who wants his help. You think Becky Lynch is coming down like, oh, Fit Finlay, I want to work out with you. Like, no, she's working out with like CrossFit. She's working out with Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? She's not learning how to do like a half-ass sharpshooter from Fit Finlay. She's way past that shit.
I understand Fit's position. He's just doing his job. He's just working, showing the girls he's willing to help anyone. Anyone who asks, he'll help. But yeah, he's specifically showing Natalya how to counter the disarmer into sharpshooter. So Becky gets in the ring, knees Finlay in the nuts for his betrayal, and then she puts the disarmer on Natty.
And then the two people just kind of flee. There was like two other women in the ring who just kind of run away as soon as that happens.
And then, so then we go back live, and Alexa and Nikki, they're talking about Becky and just taunting her, and Becky shows up on the video screen and cuts a promo, and there was your bliss moment.
There's your bliss moment. Does it also say? I think Becky says that we're getting Becky and Bliss later on. I think she says that. But yeah, so we're gonna get that match a little bit later. Boom, TV time. That's how you spend it. Okay, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling on in the content though.
Yeah, we get another championship match here.
A triple threat tag.
Yeah, the Revival versus the Usos versus the OC for the Raw Tag titles. It was another fun match. There was one little kind of scary looking bump where Dawson and Anderson went for like a suplex over the rope at the floor, and they kind of got caught up and fell weird, but everyone was okay. Eventually, we got the part with the finisher party. Everyone's hitting all their moves, and the OC hit the Magic Killer on the Uso to get the last laugh and win the Raw Tag titles.
The club reigns supreme. You know what, Mike? I listened to this whole match.
Okay.
Like I was cooking and cleaning and kind of like moving stuff around, but Raw was on the television, so I was listening to it all happen.
Yeah.
Sounded like a great match, sounded like a great back and forth, a lot of great back and forth action. And now the club reigns supreme, which is something that I think I also may have suggested recently.
Yeah, now the club and the New Day, they are all dressed in gold as a group. Group gold.
That's which is pretty cool. I think that's the match that we thought we would get. But
I mean,
I thought that would be the SummerSlam match. I thought somehow it would be those guys as champs versus these guys as champs, but Survivor Series match.
Yeah, maybe down, but then we get the Viking Raiders versus two local jobbers.
Can't do this again, man.
They're back down the ladder. I know. Why are they doing this? I don't want this. You could have thrown them in that last match, had a fatal four-way, had some fun. But
yeah, you could have at least thrown them in. They didn't have to take the pin if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, so you know what to expect. Quick squash. That's it.
It's a bummer. Like it just bums me out.
Yeah. No, I mean, we want more. Do something. But
do something.
Hopefully we don't have to see them at SummerSlam if that's all they're going to do. So, yeah.
Who, the Viking Raiders? Oh, I think by now we're not seeing them. I think there's, I think there's already like 7 or 8 matches on this card.
Oh yeah, it's probably like 10 by now.
My God.
But we do get that match from earlier we talked about, Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. And now Nikki Cross, she's just playing like full-on heel now on the outside, cheap shotting Becky when she gets the chance to. I kind of like that how. At first, I was hoping Nikki would turn Alexa good, but I like that Bliss has corrupted Nikki a bit, and she's willing to be dirty.
Yeah, she's like, let her go! What are you doing? Shut up! Like, oh, shit.
But then, did you watch this whole match? Because I got worked on this for a second.
On the Alexa Bliss injury angle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
At first, because at one point she like rolled it, like they made it look. She goes down and then she gets back up, and then Becky grabs her and hits the Bex floater in the corner. And for the first 30 seconds, I thought it was real. But
no, I
was it
knew.
too dramatic for you?
I knew the angle was going. I don't know. It didn't fool me.
I just feel like if Alexa was gonna cry, she would cry exactly like that in real life. Like some people, they would break their foot and be like, fuck, but they wouldn't like burst into tears like her. I just thought. But then once she stayed out, they're like, oh, this is just an angle. But for the first 10 seconds, I got worked. So thank you, Alexa.
There you go, Miss
worked
Bliss.
me.
You know what? No, I did watch it, but I often when I see an injury angle, I just kind of like, oh, there it goes. And then I don't know. But it was good.
Yeah,
it was.
But they did blow. They call off the match, but then Nikki gets in Becky's face, and she wants to have a match. Alexa stays out there, so I'm like, okay, it's not a real injury. So Nikki versus Becky. Becky. Yeah, they just had a little match. Becky ends up hitting her with the manhandle slam for the win, and then after the match, Bliss gets in the ring and they beat her down. And then Natalya runs out, puts a sharpshooter on Becky, and then afterwards, Charlie's talking to Natty, and she says something about making their match a submission match and then not doing it. So I don't know. That was kind of.
I'm assuming it is. I think it was backstage Kayla, by the way. I think.
Oh, Kayla. Sorry, not Charlie. But I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. They both have submissions, and honestly, like, what else would Natalya's finisher be?
Well, that's what's kind of.
And what else would Becky Lynch's finisher be?
Normally in a storyline, when they bring out the submission match, it's to like when one opponent doesn't have a submission finisher, just to kind of force them into like, oh, how's he going to do it? But this kind of was already, I would have seen ending in a submission regardless. So Stip doesn't really matter that much to me. But
yeah, it's a meaningless.
I guess it allows you to bring in weapons because you can't get disqualified.
So, I never thought about that. I never thought about that. Huh? What do you know? Learning the rules of the game, learning the rules of the sport.
Yeah.
What's up next?
Just backstage, Maria's having a little photo shoot with her new title, and then Braun Strowman shows up. So he's back, I guess. Yeah.
Every single time too. Like there's a huge pop whenever he shows up on the screen. I don't get it.
Get these hands. People like the hands.
Get these hands. People love saying get these hands. I'm like, really? You like Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. He's so start and stop for me that I don't pop for Braun Strowman right now.
I wish start him or stop him. Come on. Give us one. And then he just kind of goes like,
yeah, he doesn't really do. Just growling. He's a beast. He's a Braun. He's a.
So there you go. We're getting. I think we're getting another match. We're getting Seth freaking Rollins, taking on Dolph Ziggler for to get back at the actions that Dolph Ziggler did to Shawn Michaels, and of course so Seth Rollins comes out first. We burn it down. We're waiting in the ring, waiting for Dolph Ziggler to come out. Next thing you know, dun, 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 dun. Shawn Michaels' music hits.
Yeah.
We're thinking like, oh
but
shit.
It wasn't Shawn.
But it wasn't Shawn. It wasn't Shawn.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler comes out in full Shawn Michaels getup,
Yeah,
full Shawn Michaels poses and the and the pants and doing it all. So yeah, we're still getting the match, but there you go. That Dolph. This was a fun match too.
Yeah, we had them. Yeah, they went on. They had Ziggler, fuck, I'm all mixed up here.
Yeah, Ziggler was in the match.
Yeah, Ziggler was in the match, but eventually Seth has him lined up for the curb stomp when Brock Lesnar comes out, and then he just proceeds to beat Rollins all outside the ring, and he sets a chair up, sitting up in the ring, and gives Rollins an F5 onto it multiple times.
A couple of those.
The ribs, so yeah, that looked painful, and Rollins was coughing up a bit of blood, but I feel like this may have been a rare use of fake blood for this angle here.
Yeah, I thought there was maybe something to it. I think they, all this on your stomach, the internal bleeding.
Yeah. No, I get that. But, so they do the whole stretcher job. They take Rollins out. They put him in the ambulance. But then Brock stops the ambulance, and he rips the stretcher out, and it just goes wheeling down for a little bit. That was funny.
Yeah.
But then he takes him off, and he F5s him onto the side of the stretcher. So poor Rollins just taking a damn beating. So I'm hoping maybe this means we can get a stip. We got to raise the stakes.
We do have to raise the stakes a little bit. Brock, Seth, I mean, that's going to be the main event of the show for sure.
Give us the Hell in a Cell.
That'll be 11:45 p.m.
Well, no, I mean, when I was at Survivor Series, it ended at 10:20 because Goldberg won in 30 seconds and we all went home.
That's a good point.
But
What time? I wonder when they stop. When they stop serving booze, because when you go to like a sports game, there's always like an agreed upon time within the sports game.
Yeah, they're like, 10 minutes left in the third period,
exactly, no more booze. But on this thing, are they gonna say like, okay,
I don't know. We'll ask,
no more booze before this AJ Styles match? And like, oh shit. Everyone runs out. It's an important thing to know.
Yeah. That was kind of weird. So this, you would think, would end Raw, but then I guess they had a couple extra minutes. Then Samoa Joe comes out and cuts a promo, and then Reigns comes out and fights him a bit, and Drew shows up, and Cedric shows up, and the Usos and the OC, and this big brawl. And then the show just kind of ends with Roman and the Usos and Cedric standing tall.
The Samoan Summit. The first ever Samoan Summit. But one could say that it failed due to... poor peace negotiations.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like everyone going back and forth. Roman Reigns, who does not have a SummerSlam match, and the Usos, who do not have a SummerSlam match, and Drew. All these guys do not have matches right now on this card. Is it going somewhere? Maybe, this Roman Reigns Usos going up on, another 3-man tag type thing. Who knows?
Who knows? But we'll find out.
Yeah, or some kind
on
of
SmackDown, some of them at least.
Hopefully we find out
story.
someone on SmackDown. But that is our Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
I think it's about time we're going to take a quick little break before we kick into that second half of the show. And, of course, we got some trivia. I'm fairly certain we also have trivia.
Yes, we should have some trivia.
Okay, cool, guys. We're going to take a little break, and we will be right back.
Right back.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
And we back with Bam with the Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast. It's we just keep rolling on. We keep on rolling through, which is the best part about this podcast. Let's get through our wrestling week and then move on with our lives, which is usually just watching more of the wrestling week. So
we know this is the final stop before our big. We've been waiting for this weekend for months now.
Years, one could say.
Years, because yes, they haven't come back in years. Pay-per-views, so.
So, of course, it's going to be one of the big ones. Of course, it's going to be one of the big ones. Before we move over to SmackDown Live, we are only 2 weeks away from SummerSlam. We'll kick off the second half of our show with a little bit of trivia. Trivia. Woo! Trivia. Trivia, huh?
How do you do?
How this works, we ask each other questions, and then the other one tries to answer to the best of their abilities.
Yes.
Mike, I've got a bunch of questions that kind of all just kind of spring off one another. How many? What do you have for me?
I got 3. I've got
okay.
Due to popular demand, we have the return of the Mike the Shoot Shepherd Wrestling Riddles.
Mike the Shoot Shepherd Wrestling Riddles.
I got three riddles for you today.
Okay, well, I've kind of got 4 questions that all relate, so maybe maybe I'll start and then we'll go back and forth. How's that sound?
Okay.
All my questions though this week, have to do with Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Okay, because you know what? So I'm I went to a TFC game the other day. And my friend, it was a lot of fun. Ball tuck. Friend just asked, what's up? I'm like, blah blah blah. Going to SummerSlam next week, and I'm like, Brock Lesnar's going to be there. He's a big UFC fan. This friend of mine, and he was like, oh, that's going to be really cool that you're going to see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a UFC fan. I've never seen Brock Lesnar in real life. You're going to see him. I'm like, hey, that is kind of cool. It made me think.
Yeah.
Just how
he is still a presence.
Brock
man.
Lesnar is
that
a
big
spectacle. Man. You know what I'm saying?
He is. I've seen him 3 times or so, but every time you feel the presence,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
which is pretty damn cool. My question for you, Mike, is what year did Brock Lesnar last have a match on television?
I know he hasn't had any since he came back, so it's got to be a long time. I'm going to say 2005.
March 2nd, 2004 was the last time Brock Lesnar had a match on television. It was a SmackDown live taping where he defeated Hardcore Holly.
Well, yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. And I don't think he will have a match on. Maybe if they can convince him to do SmackDown's debut on Fox. That's the only way I could see him having a television match.
That's the only way.
But, all right.
What you got for me, Mike?
All right, the wrestler riddles here.
Here we go.
So I give you something, and you got to figure out what it means. The wrestler,
Sounds great.
You remember?
I do remember, yes.
Okay. So here's the first one. Space shuttle plus ocean vacation.
Space shuttle plus ocean vacation. Rocket, space shuttle, rocket beach, ocean vacation, cruise, somebody cruise. Who's a cruise? Apollo Cruise.
You got
shit.
Man, I have so much fun hearing you work it out. Because you get it. And I'm like, oh, he's on it. He's on the trail.
He's on the trail. He's on the trail real quick.
So you're like cruise, but you're thinking it the other way. The cruise, not the cruise. But
Not the cruise.
All right. Do you want another one, or do you?
No, I'll give you mine.
Okay.
We're going back to March 2nd, 2004. Though it was a very different time in WWE and professional wrestling. So last time Brock Lesnar had a match on television, right? March 2nd, 2004.
Yeah.
There have been, the question is rather, how many / which championships since 2004 are now defunct? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? So they were championships back then. They're not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2004. So right off the bat, you got the Divas title. So it's kind of, I guess, the women's title too, because it became the Raw Women's and SmackDown Women's title. So I'm going to count that. So the Divas and the Women's. The World Heavyweight Championship is now gone, replaced with the Universal. And same with like the tag team, because they had the World Tag Team Championship and they had the WWE Tag Team Championship, and those both became others. And even the Cruiserweight, they got rid of the Cruiserweight, and then they brought it back as a Cruiserweight, but it's a different title, so it's kind of weird. This is a whole. I'm trying to think if there's more. There might be the ECW title. I don't know if you count that when they brought back ECW.
ECW does not count because it came back after Brock Lesnar had last had his match.
Oh, well, even better then.
You're missing one.
Missing one? Okay.
You've talked them all out, and you're missing one.
'Cause the Hardcore was already gone. The European was already gone, I think. If it was one of those two, you can tell me.
No, it was not. It was not. And you're running out of flat out guesses there, Mike. You're running out of.
Okay. You can just tell me that.
You're running out of official guesses because I don't want you to keep. But the last one that you forgot. Yeah, so you got them all. The World Tag Champ, the Cruiserweight Championship, which yes, technically is back, but still.
Yeah, different.
But still, for whatever reason. The last one that you did not get, though, is the fucking $1 Million Championship, which was officially defuncted on November 15th, 2010.
Well, that one.
You know what? Hey, I'm just, these are the facts.
Okay.
I
can contest, but I won't.
Yeah, no need for contention.
I know
here.
Ted DiBiase Jr. had it. I know Ted.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Okay, what's the next? What you got for me?
All right, the riddle. Here we go.
Riddle number 2.
A British cop plus tuna.
What do they call? I don't know what they call a British cop. I feel like call him like a, like it's something like a name. It's like a Jerry or something, like a Jerry. Or yeah, something like Jerry, and tuna is a fish. Jerry fish. You know, badass Jerry Fish from, you know, he's on NXT. You've never heard of him. Oh, shit, Bobby Fish.
See, there you go. I love it. You get one half, and then you get the other half, and then bam, you got it. Bobby Fish. That's what I was looking for.
Bobby Fish, there you go. Okay, here we go. Brock Lesnar had his last television match on March 2nd, 2004. And he was not the champion. He actually lost the championship 2 weeks prior. Who did he lose it to?
Wait. So he lost the WWE Championship 2 weeks prior? That's what we're saying?
2 weeks prior to his last television match.
Yeah. It was Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero at the No Way Out PPV.
Yeah, that was an awesome match. Awesome match. Awesome win for Eddie.
Okay. Awesome win. Way to go, bud.
All right.
Way to go, bud.
Yeah. All right. Final riddle.
Okay.
Ever.
What?
No. No. Eventually, I'll run out of wrestlers, right?
Well, in theory.
I mean,
yeah,
years.
Yeah.
Yes, in theory. I mean, no.
There's a finite amount of people just like existing.
If I can,
you know?
as long as I don't put them out as fast as new wrestlers come up, then we'll have.
Well, I mean, how far into the indies do you want to stretch? You know, I mean, because I
Yeah.
guess, you know, that really opens up the
Well,
pool.
I want the fans to be able to guess too. I want big names.
It's a good
mostly.
point. It's a good point.
Spoiler. Anyways, here's your
Not
final.
Willie Mack or something. Someone might not get that.
Here's your final.
Okay.
A jewel plus a city plus paper.
A jewel plus city plus paper. What's a jewel? Like a diamond or something? Diamond. Is there a diamond? Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, there you go.
You son of a bitch.
There you go.
I feel like such a dumbass when you go like, because it's. Oh my
Am I
God.
giggling in the background?
You kind of giggle because I'll say something like diamond. Who's diamond? And then you're like, like I can hear you.
know,
You're
but-
like,
I know. I'm just.
I only got a
It's
D.
good, though, no.
I only got the D. I don't have any DP.
DDP.
Mike, I've got
You
one.
got it.
I've got one final question for you. To wrap up our Brock Lesnar sweepstakes day, the last time Brock Lesnar was on television, so this is 2004, this person was seen in the midst of his first U.S. title run. Who was it?
John Cena.
John Cena, baby.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you have it.
Spinner title.
There
You
you have
made
it.
that title spin too.
They made that title spin like they were wheels in Too Fast, Too Furious.
The Rizzes be spinning.
I don't know what
As
you
they
just
say.
said, but I'll
The
agree
Rizzes be
with
spinning.
you. I'll agree with
Separating
you.
those linens.
The Rizzes be spinning. Folks, that was our trivia. I hope you liked it. And if you didn't, well, too bad, because it's going to stay in
Yeah.
the show.
Stay tuned. Look out for the Shoot Brothers board game one day, where all these questions and more.
The Shoot Brothers Game of Life. Or
Shoot Brothers Home Edition.
Shoot
You can
Brothers-
play at home.
You play at home. Play with your whole family.
Yeah.
It's about time, though, we move on to the Blue Brand. That's right. I think it's time that we look over to SmackDown Live.
Yes.
Where big things can happen at any moment. We have a career-altering announcement from Daniel Bryan. We have Jerry the King Lawler is going to be back on something called the
his
King's
home
Court.
State of Memphis, Tennessee.
Is the King's Court a thing, or did they just
It
come
was,
up with?
yeah,
okay,
it
cool.
was. Back in the day, back in the day though, they put more. When people had a talk show, they would actually have like a unique set. They wouldn't just stand in the ring.
And I think,
put up a
and I
prop.
think the bigger question is, why is Trish Stratus going to be here? This doesn't
Yeah.
make any
Well, that's,
sense. This doesn't
we
make any
already
sense.
know. Yeah. Well.
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, but
But storyline wise, like, why is she here?
why
It's
is she,
obviously
why,
just
well,
to book
that's
an
what I'm
angle.
trying to do, Mike. I'm trying to bring us into the kayfabe world
I'm
right
not.
now. That's how I intro. I like to intro the Smackdowns and the Raws, right? Bring out the Raw energy, you know, like the
I'll allow
SmackDown
it.
energy. And of course, we have all sorts of shit. We have this Bailey match coming up. We got Ember Moon. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off the right way. It's the Kevin Owens show, baby.
Yeah. Well, first it was a Shane little selfie promo just to let people know he's not there.
He's not there. Shane McMahon is like meditating or some shit, and Kevin Owens just kind of does his thing. He's all like, "Yo, y'all, fuck you." But for some reason, Drew McIntyre comes out, and this is the match we're gonna get. We're gonna get Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, which was fun, great.
Yeah. Yeah. At one point, Owens hit a stunner on Drew on the announce table, but it didn't break or anything. It just
They just,
So it
they
didn't
just
really make a
stayed
difference.
there, and then I think
Stood tall.
he made their way back into the ring. Super kick, stunner, win.
Yeah. Keep him looking strong going into his match.
Yeah, it's the last time a show opened with a really competitive match. It's a great way to start a show every so often.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun opener.
Yeah, why not? This is a pay-per-view worthy type thing, and they just gave it to us for free.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Then we see Bailey and Ember. They have a quick little backstage promo. They're having a tag match later tonight. But then we go backstage, and back in his dark room is Aleister Black. And he's just cutting a promo again, talking about how he's different, and he wants to write the next chapter of his book, and he's back in his self-imposed prison waiting for another fight.
Classic Aleister Black thoughts and feelings,
Yeah.
Just classic stuff coming from the man.
Yeah.
Gotta
Thankfully for both of us, he won't have to wait too long. And we'll find out on the show.
Hopefully.
But we do get that tag match, Bailey and Ember Moon versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Ember and Bailey, they try to work together early on, but Bliss Cross gets the better of them when Alexa hits Ember with a Twisted Bliss for the win. And then after the match, Bailey helps Ember up, and then she gives her a belly to belly. So kind of...
Because she's not to
giving
be
her-
fucked with.
Yeah, repaying her, so... There you go. The match is still booked.
Match is still booked. You know what? Very similar approach to this Natalya-Becky Lynch feud. Just have them brawl
Yeah.
quickly.
Like, I'm looking forward to seeing Ember fight for the championship, so...
Yeah, because it's something, right?
for sure.
But yeah, let's looking forward to this one.
Yeah, me too. Then we see Sami Zayn rolling around backstage, and he's talking to Charlie, and then he cuts a promo, and he's talking about Aleister Black, so he's accepting the challenge. So we got it. That's going to be a fun SummerSlam match.
We got it, baby. Sami Zayn.
We had to get Sami on the card. We got to get the Canadians chanting. We got to sing his song.
We already got Kevin Owens on the card. We have Natalia on the card.
They're going, and we may or may not have another Canadian woman on the card.
Who else could we have on the card? I don't even know.
But yeah, what's Bret Hart doing? Can he take a bump?
He took one at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, him and Travis Brown can team up against someone.
Against someone. But we're getting to this King's Court deal.
One more thing before that. Caleb Braxton. Brian with his big career-altering announcement.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He just, he sniffles and walks away. So
It's just the same kind of thing that Braun did the other night. Just got...
No, but his is a sad sniffle.
Oh, it was a sad sniffle. Okay,
It was like
I'm
a
sorry.
crying, like a... Well, not... No.
Okay.
A lot of Alexa
okay,
Bliss.
Okay, without the noises, just kind of like... Okay, let's get to this King's Court.
The King's Court, yes.
Let's just get to this thing.
In the home state, Tennessee, Memphis City,
which
whatever.
was a bit back in the 90s or something, this King's Court deal. Trish Stratus comes down, Stratus faction, baby, and eventually Jerry just asks her if you ever thought about competing in one more match. And, this is wild. Okay, so... I just predicted it as soon as... I predicted this as soon as they said this. Is this weird? Is this weird, this whole thing? I don't know. Anyways, what's going to happen? Charlotte Flair comes out, and we get a little bit of taunting. We get a little bit of snip-snap.
Yeah, Trish is like, I'm a mom. I don't fight anymore. It's like,
And-
you just fought like 6 months ago at Evolution, but...
And literally, so Matt had the day off on Tuesday, which is when I watched my when I watched my Monday Night Raw, and... I was just sitting on the couch, and as soon as that popped up at the very beginning of the show, I was like, oh, I think Trish is going to have a match with Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. Just when I saw it, I don't know. And I swear, Mike, I never toot my own horn when it comes to shit like this. I gracefully accepted that it took me 5 seconds to put Diamond and then Dallas Page after. I gracefully accept that. But yeah, no, I called the fuck out of this, and I'm super stoked. I am so excited for this matchup.
You're excited for the match as well, right?
Yes!
Not just for calling it. Oh, yeah.
Me
too.
I'm excited for both of these things. Yeah. I am Charlotte Flair, like, day one. Team Charlotte. If we're talking, what's going on in the squared circle, and Trish Stratus.
If you're building the Mount Rushmore, you're putting Charlotte on there.
Hands down, I'm putting Charlotte up there, and Trish Stratus, who made an impact of her own, will just be coming home. It's probably like a 30-minute ride for her to get to the ACC.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she probably lives in like Vaughan or something like
So,
that.
funnily enough, my our buddy Danny, he's his mom's neighbor is like Trish Stratus.
There you go.
So
That's
they live
so
on the
cool.
same street. I won't reveal that street.
Sweet. Maybe we can. Oh well, off air we can reveal that.
We can go. I can tell you.
You can tell me, and I
Off
can
air.
show up in the bushes.
If you listeners want to find out, you got to subscribe to our Shoot Brothers Premium
Yeah,
podcast.
the Patreon, where we give where it's just
We give out wrestlers' locations.
it's just 90 minutes of AC Dirt doing his thing. So there we
was
go.
a
Another
bitch.
match.
We
Another
did
match.
We did get the bitch thrown in there at one point. Trish
Yeah,
was like,
they always
Charlotte,
do.
you're being a bitch.
I don't. They don't. They don't.
And
have
she
to
accepts
do
the
that.
challenge, so there you go. Yeah, but then we do get another new episode of Firefly Funhouse.
New episode. Haven't seen a new one in a while.
Yeah, Ramblin' Rabbit's there. He says he's excited for SummerSlam because he's Finn Balor's biggest fan, and but he says you got to watch out because the Fiend, he's a meanie, and Finn doesn't understand what the Funhouse really is. And then Bray shows up and he laughs and he turns into the Fiend. So we're already hyped. We're ready.
Where did he show up? Where did it look like he was located?
Who? Bray?
Yeah.
Like when he was the Fiend?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell where it was cool. I just couldn't tell where he was, like in relation to everything else. He may have just
that was that happened during the match, didn't it?
Did it?
Because so there's this was the Funhouse, and the Funhouse just ended after the laugh, and then we got Dolph Ziggler versus Finn Balor.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So then during that match, that's when you get to I love it, man. I still love it. and then so we know it must be the Fiend. The crowd pops big for it. Totally different feel from the Undertaker quick lights out. Mm-hmm. And then that's when the Fiend did kind of appear for a moment, but not necessarily in the ring, or I don't know. It was
He
weird.
was somewhere.
The
He
camera
was
angle.
somewhere.
Yeah. But then the lights come back on, and he's not there, so the distraction allows Ziggler to hit Sweet Chin Music for the win. And we're still hyped. Still hyped that we get the privilege.
Of seeing whatever that ring entrance is going to be. Is it going to because there's new tunes?
Yeah.
There or maybe presumably are people going to try to do the cell phone thing like you did with Wyatt family Bray? Who knows?
Yeah. Either way, it's gonna be sick.
Either way, it's gonna be sick, bro. It's gonna be so sick,
bro. All right, we get more wrestling action. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ali. Nakamura goes for a Kinshasa, but
just so you know, Shinsuke Nakamura is the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah, you need to open up. You need to open up the segments like that these days. They need an Intercontinental Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes, in a non-title match here. He goes for a Kinshasa, but Ali avoids it and rolls him up for the 3 count. So maybe they'll throw that on SummerSlam card pre-show. Ali versus Nakamura.
Yeah, some kind of pre-show, and
we need a couple pre-show matches.
And this could be a really good match, though. Actually,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, give him 10 minutes, let him have some fun. Crowd will be into it. Crowd's gonna be hot for everything that night because we're Toronto.
Because we're Toronto and we're unpredictable.
Yeah.
We booed Bailey. so take that. We fucking booed. We
made her sad.
Bailey.
She was so sad.
She was so sad. I picture the Bailey coming back through the curtain after that promo and just being like, "Oh my, fuck!
Yeah.
What do you do?"
Yeah, I think the crowd will be pro Ember that night in SummerSlam, and want to see that eclipse. Want to see that big eclipse.
I want to see that big eclipse. We have so I think we're getting as advertised. It's not tag action, but we are getting Kofi and AJ.
Yeah.
For some reason.
There's a couple things they advertised we didn't get.
What else? What else was advertised?
Well, my big angle, remember? My Mandy and Sonya, so they were supposed to have a match, and if they win, they get the title match. But as it turns out, the match didn't take place, but then there was a video posted to WWE social media, so I caught the storyline. So as it turns out, Billie Kay had puppy fever. Not that she, was all obsessed about getting a puppy, but no, she said she was hanging out with Peyton Royce's Doberman and got sick. And
okay.
So then Mandy and Sonya were squawking at him, and they're like, "Oh, we can't fight tonight." And then Paige shows up with the Kabuki Warriors, so maybe we'll get a triple threat match at SummerSlam.
Okay.
Hopefully. I want to see that title match at SummerSlam.
Also, we were supposed to get Daniel Bryan's big career announcement.
Yeah, and he blew that off.
And we also didn't get that, so there you go. But
Daniel Bryan, he's another guy who needs to be booked on SummerSlam.
What the hell is going on here? What we do know we're getting is Kofi AJ.
Yeah. But I did have to address the Mandy Rose.
You'd have to thank you for addressing the Mandy Rose. We get it.
The
we
viewers
all
are dying.
know. We all know how you feel.
I gotta get this one. So here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna get the title match at SummerSlam, win the titles, and you and I are gonna witness.
No, don't
lips.
say it. Don't say it.
On lips.
Don't
Two
say
sets
it.
of lips.
Don't say it.
Top and bottom lips touching in the middle of the ring.
Don't
as they win the titles.
say it.
That's good. Wouldn't that be the ultimate payoff? And I'll just. Yeah.
Ultimate payoff of what?
For being right. The ultimate being right.
You're the only one.
It's not even that I want to see it. Like, obviously, they're attractive women and all that. It's just that the fact that I've been. It
just seems weird.
Conspiracy theory.
Just seems weird that you would do it with one openly gay woman and one one straight woman.
Yeah.
You know,
Either
like
way.
that just seems. You know what I'm saying, though. You know, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either way, I want that title match. It doesn't have to finish the way I want it to, but let us have the title match.
If it finishes the way you want to, you're gonna finish the way you also want. You're gonna finish a couple times. Can we just get to this goddamn Kofi Kingston AJ Styles match?
Yes.
Please. That's all I want.
Yes.
There was also a little Randy Orton video package promo. You know what? I am excited to see the Ran Man in action. I'm excited to hear that shitty song blast throughout the ACC.
Voices. Yeah.
I hear voices in my head. It's just so dumb.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good match, and they threw in that little stupid thing. I remember you told me about that a couple.
Yeah, they showed that.
ago.
Yeah, so they're playing in the real life bit because among internet wrestling fans, it's one of a.
It's a believed
famous story.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But
we did get it.
After that video package, we do get AJ, we get Kofi. Of course, everybody else is standing by, their various clubs and...
Yeah, the OC and the ND on the
ND, baby.
They're just there to keep each other honest. But, the finish was pretty cool. AJ goes for the phenomenal forearm, but Kofi gets in midair with Trouble in Paradise, so... There's your 3 count.
And there's your 1, 2, 3. You know what? There was all the interference that you would expect, but it was a good showing of the 2 of the top dudes right now. Yeah,
didn't take away from them having a good match.
No, it really didn't. It really didn't. So what we've seen, the New Day and the OC have kind of taken over their respective brands right now.
Yeah, they've got a lot of belts, a lot of gold.
Top dudes. And but there you have it. I think that was it. We didn't even get this fucking. No. We keep going.
There's a big angle to end the show.
There's a big angle. Backstage, Kayla is waiting for Roman Reigns to talk about who he wants to face at SummerSlam.
Yeah. We got some interesting camera angles here.
I was paying attention. As soon as I saw that thing go down, I was thinking to myself, okay.
Yeah. So Roman comes strolling in, ready for his interview with Kayla, and it's like, and here's Roman Reigns. And then all of a sudden, this like fucking, you don't even see what it is. Just like this big staging gets pushed over and falls on. Yeah.
It's truss. It's what you would build like video walls on and hang lights from.
But like what pushed it? Did someone shove it or was it like a forklift? It looked
like it was on like a wheelie dolly and then someone pushed the dolly.
Yeah. So this falls, it goes onto him and we get like all these dramatic camera angles cutting and it takes and then the camera's dropping to the floor, people are running to help him but Roman's fine. He gets up, he's a little shaken, a little spooked, but he didn't crush him much.
Yeah, I feel like it could have looked a little bit worse. It could have come at him a little bit faster or something.
The camera angles were kind of because it wasn't like typical WWE. Like they would cut like these I don't know. It made it look like a TV show.
Made it look real. Yeah.
But so who's the mystery attacker? And I guess that'll be Roman's opponent for SummerSlam. And I've heard.
I haven't heard anything, but if you watched the end of the video, somebody has their back to us.
Yeah.
In the shadows. You definitely can't tell who it is, but it's a shadowy back.
I saw that as well. Someone said that was Buddy Murphy.
Ooh.
But the person that I've heard is Daniel Bryan.
Ooh.
Which, if we get Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, I'll take that. I'll take that for SummerSlam.
What kind of career-altering announcement could Daniel Bryan have had? Was it like I'm taking on Roman Reigns?
I'm an attempted murderer.
I'm
attempting murder.
So, but is this still the new Daniel Bryan? Like, what does he have against Roman Reigns?
Well, Roman was the one that ruined everything when Bryan should have been the top guy.
Okay.
I mean, when Bryan should have won the Royal Rumble, and they had Roman win and shit like that.
Okay, so he has something. Do we have enough to build?
I mean, not that they want
We
it.
have
I mean, Bryan, he can make anything work. He'll just cut a promo and.
That's a good point. That's a good
but
point.
yeah, man. Or it might not happen at all. I could be wrong, and it'll be Roman Reigns versus
But I think
Jinder
whoever. Oh, fuck you, dude. No, he just had surgery.
He's Canadian.
He's had surgery.
Oh, thank God.
Of some.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
He's out. Nia Jax is out. We're gonna be okay.
Oh, dude, don't remind me that she's out there. I forgot.
She's not like most girls.
She's not like most girls, though, folks. Folks, there you have it. I think whoever pushed out Roman Reigns is the one we're getting the match with at SummerSlam.
Yeah, we have to find out next week, right? So to go home.
Hopefully, but crazier things have happened. You know that. That was our week, though. That was our wrestling week.
Yeah, I have a couple other hot rumors just as well.
Is this
for SummerSlam.
is this around the ring news?
Well, yeah, sure.
Yes,
We can do it.
I love playing the songs, baby.
There you go. Yeah, some songs we don't get to use every week.
Exactly.
Hot rumors coming in. Dave Meltzer's speculating that although Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz is booked for SummerSlam, it won't be happening, and that we'll be seeing Goldberg.
No.
And Ziggler has been chopping into Goldberg the last couple of weeks in his promos.
No.
So, are you saying no as in like no, you're hyped, or no, you don't want it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, so here's the thing. I don't think we're getting Undertaker. We're not getting Shawn Michaels. So this is the only legend they'll throw us. So
they already gave
30-second squash. I'd be okay with that.
They already gave us Trish Stratus, though.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, this is just a rumor, but
Just
Dave
a rumor.
Meltzer's,
Okay.
Davey Meltzer's though, yeah, incredible source.
He is arguably the most credible.
See, for me, I think I'd rather Ziggler versus Goldberg than Ziggler versus Miz because
Ziggler versus Miz would be an actual match. This could be jackhammer spear.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Done.
I'm fine with that. Keep the card moving. Ziggler Miz, we've seen that. It means nothing. There's nothing on the line. It'd be a good wrestling match, but
yeah, it would just be a good wrestling match. Well, shit. Let's hope those rumors are true because that could be pretty hot.
yeah. And then, of course, the women's tag titles hasn't been officially announced, but it's looking like it will be the Iconics versus Sonya and Mandy versus Kairi and Asuka, and Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss get thrown in there.
Is that Oh, that's those are also rumors coming down?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
I heard it here first. And there you have it. There you have it, folks.
Yeah. This is our last show before the go home.
Our last show before the go home. We also have to plan. We should plan our show schedule for next week too, because I bet we'll have some time to do some stuff in betweens, and who the heck knows. But before we do kick off our leaving process of the show, oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Let's just give out our wrestler of the week.
It's the wrestler of the week. Wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. The wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. Wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. The wrestler of the week.
The Wrestler of the Week, one of the most prestigious titles in Shoot Brothers podcasting. Mike, who do you have? Who do you have this week?
This week I went with Rey Mysterio. I thought he did good in the Gauntlet match. He wrestled 3 straight matches, and that was my wrestling-wise. I think that was my favorite stuff of the week was the Gauntlet. So Rey Mysterio, he still got it.
Rey Mysterio, still got it. My Wrestler of the Week, of course, goes to the phenomenal AJ Styles. Not only did he have a great match on Tuesday, SmackDown Live, of course, the house that he still built. On Monday, when the OC was in the match, they kept doing the thing where they're cutting backstage to AJ watching the television, and he just looked like a proud dad. And god damn it, if I
boys.
don't,
That's my boy.
It looks like his boys are playing soccer and out there, and he just cheered them on like a proud father, like the proud father I'm sure he is of his actual children.
He is. Oh, I hope so. He's got them tattooed on his wrist.
Seriously,
But
AJ, Rey Mysterio, way to go! You're champs.
Attaboys.
And that's all the time we got for this week, folks. Remember, you can rate, review, like, and subscribe to the show. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube. You can even watch it on YouTube. Maybe one day we'll have videos that are other than just the audio videos. Maybe we'll have a real video one day.
Real, yeah, maybe some bonus stuff in there.
Some bonus content. Anyways, that's
For the real fans.
For the real shit. Okay, folks, prepare yourself because next week is SummerSlam. Preview. So it's going to be great. We have 2 go-home shows. Mike, anything else you got for the folks at home?
I guess, they did. We do know the final match for the TakeOver Toronto card. They announced Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. Or did we? Yeah, we didn't say that last week, I don't think.
We did not. We did not.
Okay. So that card's filling out. There'll be an extra 2 matches as well before the show, like they usually do. So hopefully Matt Riddle will be there and or Bianca Belair, people like that.
Right, the dark matches. Great. That'll be so much fun.
Keith Lee, people like that.
It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right.
Okay, Mikey.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the flippity flap.